me high. If I only got one more night, I'm gonna leave out loud goodbye.
What up, what up, what up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Vaughn. Mr. Vaughn's channel, Sweatbox. We back, we live, we active here on the channel. Yes, indeed. You know how we do. Still dodging those digital jabs, baby. Look, look, look. Today, I am reviewing, finally, after waiting over a year to watch this movie, I finally am getting to review Godzilla Minus One. Yes, finally. Let's talk about it. Was the hype? Was this movie worth the hype? This is a spoiler review. I'm not going to go blow by blow. I'm just going to talk about the things that I liked in a very spoilery fashion. Let's get to it. Was this movie worth the hype? Absolutely. Man, this movie was good. Excuse me. This movie was awesome. And you've heard so many people talk about, and I'll remind you that I'm not doing a review of it, but I have seen Godzilla X Kong, so there will be a little bit of comparison. So spoilers for Godzilla X Kong if you haven't seen that. Okay, anyway. The character development in this movie was the best I've ever seen in a Godzilla film by far. I mean, it's not even a close second. And I really like the new Godzilla films. Godzilla 2014, the Gareth Edwards Godzilla, and King of the Monsters. While a lot of people didn't like King of the Monsters, I absolutely loved King of the Monsters. And then Godzilla vs. Kong was cool. I thought it was good. And then Godzilla X Kong was okay, good. It was like, I thought it was good too. But Godzilla Minus One, it was beautiful. It was fantastic. Let's really get into it. So starting about the character development, the main character, the kamikaze pilot who didn't kamikaze himself, so now he's already guilt-ridden, okay? Like the first scene when he goes to the little island and like, oh man, my plane ain't working, man. I need y'all to fix my plane. They're like, bro, ain't nothing wrong with your plane. Ain't you a kamikaze pilot? Ain't you supposed to be dead? What the fuck you doing here? We losing the war because of you. That's really how they made him feel. And so anyway, while he's on the island that he's not supposed to be on because he's supposed to be dead, the rest of the kamikaze repairmen, and these ain't even military, they're like military, but they're just repairmen. They're not like soldiers like that. So they're on the island, and then a little baby Godzilla, a little miniature Godzilla, he's still huge. He's still like the size of a T-Rex. A baby Godzilla just comes out of nowhere and just starts murdering everybody. And one of the dudes is like, hey man, go get in your plane. You got the 30 millimeter gun. There's no way he can survive that. Just go kill him. Kamikaze dude's like, yeah, that's not gonna work. And it felt like it's just gonna piss him off. That was his thought process, which was the right thought process. But he goes and he gets in the plane and he has the shot. He has him lined up to shoot him and not kill him. Because we all know it wasn't gonna kill him. But he didn't know that. And the Japanese dudes didn't know that. He didn't shoot. They panicked. They start shooting at Godzilla. Godzilla proceeds to eat all of them. He proceeds to kill all of them. Some of them ate, some of them he just threw into oblivion. There was one dude left, and then one dude and the kamikaze pilot. So two survivors, and they now hate each other. And the dude was like, "Bro, why didn't you shoot him? Now everybody's dead, and it's your fault." Okay, so there's that guilt already. He's got the guilt of not being a kamikaze pilot, the guilt of getting everybody killed on the island because he didn't shoot Godzilla, even though it wouldn't have worked. But I digress. So now my man got double guilt. Okay, so now he go back home to his homeland, which has been completely destroyed by the war. Us, America. We're always the villain. Let's always remember that. America is always the villain. So now we're back to his home village, which has been completely destroyed. And then there's like one woman that remembers him, like, hey, ain't you so and so? Yeah. Wasn't you a kamikaze pilot? Why are you still alive? We're dead. This whole village has been ruined because of you. Shame. If you had done your job, maybe my village wouldn't have been firebombed. Shame. So now that's three guilts that he has on him. That's three. It's three guilts we have on him, and we're 15 minutes into the movie. I was like, my bro, can he please catch a break? Can he please catch a break? You don't know what this man's been through. Tell him about Godzilla. They don't even want to hear about it. Their whole village is gone. Everything's gone. This nigga don't even have a house to come back to. Like he come back to his house on his block and it ain't nothing but rubble. And that lady yelling at him like, "What the fuck? Why are you even alive, bro? Why are you even alive to see this?" Okay, so now this nigga don't got nowhere to live. He's just sitting in the middle of the street contemplating what he gonna do with his life. And this lady just runs up and just puts a baby in his hands and then runs away. And he's like, "What the fuck? What the fuck am I doing with a baby? I don't even have a house. What am I gonna do? Put the baby on a pile of rocks? What the fuck? Why are you giving me a baby? I mean, these people are down bad. Okay, you know you down bad when you just handing off random babies to random strangers. Okay, so he's sitting there, and then like 3 hours goes by, and he tries to walk somewhere, and then the lady just pops back up. He's like, "Thank you for taking care of the baby. I'll take the baby now." He's like, "Is this your baby?" She's like, "Don't worry about it. No, it's not my baby. I just found this baby. I think her parents got blown up in one of these what used to be buildings. So now I'm taking care of the baby." So he was like, "Well, you can come live with me." No, he didn't say that. He was like, "Oh," and then she just followed him. Yeah, she just followed him. He didn't even go. He didn't even invite her. She just followed him and attached him and just forced her way into his life. And so then we get a time jump of this dude doing better, and he starts to build a life. He gets a job where he's shooting the mines in a boat, in a wooden boat, and they're in a wooden boat, so the magnetic mines won't stick to them like they do the metal boats. So they go out there and they got to shoot the mines, and they get paid a lot of money. So he's able to rebuild his house and rebuild his whole life. He's doing good. He's after his three guilt beginning. He's starting to rebuild his life, and then Godzilla comes back, because then they showed I forgot the key scene. They show the nuclear testing in Japan that we did. America always the villain, remember that. And it shows Godzilla getting hit with the nuclear blast, so that's what makes him get bigger. So then he comes back like he's pissed off. He's like, "Bro, you guys nuking me, try to kill me. What's up?" Now I'm wrecking everything, son. I'm wrecking everything. So then Kamikaze dude and his crew, which is a bunch of dudes, all the crew on his boat, some characters. They were great. They were all awesome. The main scientist dude, the captain was memorable. The little young dude who wanted to fight, but they's like, "No, you gotta stay here, bro. You too young." You know what I'm saying? It was great. And then of course Kamikaze pilot. So then they're out seeing the mines, and they come across the destroyed warship, and they're like, "Yo, man, what's that? Why is that ship did that?" And the dude automatically knew. He was like, "Yo, that's Godzilla, bro. That's Godzilla, bro. We gotta go." And the dude was like, "No, we got to stay here. The military sent us out here to distract us. There's going to be another warship, but we need to hold them off. We need to hold off Godzilla until the other warship gets here." They're like, "What the fuck? That makes no sense. We got one gun," and as I said, they're like, "Use the mines. Just use the mines." So they gather like 2 mines, and then of course Godzilla shows up. And they're literally running in their little ship. There's this great scene of them in the boat, flooded with Godzilla chasing them, and it looks like a practical effect. Okay, Godzilla looks terrifying. It's great. There's the scene where the mine lands in his mouth, and it was crazy. The mine lands in his mouth. Sorry, I got distracted. Something popped up on the screen. The mine landed in his mouth, and then he proceeded to shoot it, and boom, blow him up. It was insane. Okay, so you think Godzilla's dead? Nope. He regenerates, and there was a very cool scene of him regenerating. Okay, the CGI in this movie was astounding. They made the movie for $12 million. He comes back to life. Boom, they blow him up. Okay, he's about to destroy the little ship. Then the battleship comes. Boom, boom, boom. They shoot him in this epic scene of them shooting the guns at him attacking the ship about to sink, and then they shoot him one more time, and they think he's dead. Nope. Boom. He shoots the nuclear blast breath, which is the best nuclear blast breath ever put to film. Destroys the ship in a nuclear blast from the laser breath. It was insane. Okay, so then Kamikaze by his team, they're like, "We gotta go." They almost die. He gets hit with shrapnel. He's in a coma. He said they wake up a couple days later. Boom. He's at the house with his girl. His girl's like, man, I just got a job. You know what I'm saying? No, but okay, let me rewind real quick. There was one scene where they were all sitting at dinner. I know I said I wasn't gonna do a blow by blow, but the movie was so awesome, and I love talking about it. They were sitting around dinner, and all of his shipmates was like, yo, man, how you ain't married this girl? What's you saying? She was like, I can't marry her. I don't want that. I don't want that. So she overhears it thinking that he don't want her, not knowing this nigga got triple survivor's guilt and so much trauma that he ain't worked through. He feel like he ain't worthy. There's another scene later where he breaks down and he doesn't even think he's alive. He's like, no, you and the baby are just the last dreams of a dead man. I was like, damn, that hit hard. That hit hard. So, yeah, man. So anyway, after she hears that, she's like, I'm gonna go get a job so you can go find a real wife, since apparently you don't want me, even though I'm the baddest thing that ever came into your life. And she cleaned up very nicely. She cleaned up very nicely. So she goes to get a job in the same, where she's working in the same city that Godzilla's about to come attack. Okay. So Godzilla comes to shore, wrecks the whole city. Okay. I'm talking kicking over buildings, spinning around, knocking over, stepping on people. They had the old school music that hit great. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. It was great. I was like, yo, this is awesome. This is awesome. Godzilla was trucking slow, but he was so menacing and scary. Okay. So then Kamikaze dude goes to try to save his girl in the city. Okay. She's on a train that Godzilla eats. Okay. She almost dies there, but she falls into the water and gets out. And she's running. Okay. Because Godzilla's just stomping on everybody. So they're running, trying to escape. The military shows up, okay, with the tanks. And they shoot at him, okay? He's like, nah, we're not doing none of that. We're not doing none of that. Nuclear breath, okay, completely destroys the city. Nuclear breath destroys the city, okay? Kamikaze dude and his girl is running. She sees the blast wave coming. She pushes old boy into the alley and then just takes the blast wave to the face. Just wow. And you're like, wow, she's dead. Super dead. That's a tragedy. 4 tragedies on him. My man is in the grass like, yeah, it's great. Because then you're saying after Godzilla, he caused this nuclear rain. It was insane. The whole scene was bananas. It was bananas, yo. So the final act, okay, they got to figure out how to get Godzilla down. They have this great come to Jesus moment where everybody in the village comes and they have to take volunteers. They're like, we don't got no real help. America's not gonna help. We don't really have a military because we just got defeated and nuked. So we're kind of down bad. There's not much hope. We're all probably gonna die, but I need y'all to help me beat Godzilla. So they agree. And then they formulate this plan to where they're going to drown Godzilla and hope the water pressure will kill him. And if not, when they bring him back to the surface, that'll weaken him and kill him. That's the plan. It's actually a really good plan. They explain it way better than I did. Go watch the movie. Okay, so they go out to execute the plan. Meanwhile, Kamikaze pilot dude, he's like, yo, we need a backup plan, something else. So he goes and finds a plane, and he goes and finds the other lone survivor from the original attack at the beginning, and he helps him. He did it so foul. Why did he put out a letter saying, yo, that dude is the reason why everybody died on that island. He killed everybody on that island and he's a coward. So he basically trolled him so dude would come find him. Okay, dude finds him. He's like, look, we got to kill Godzilla, man. We got to come together like Voltron and kill Godzilla. My man was like, I hate your guts, but yeah, you're right, Godzilla's crazy. We got to take him down. So they find this jet and they fix up this jet. Okay, so he can go, and they put one bomb on it, and then he tells them, hey, there's an ejector seat. But they don't show us that he told him there's an ejector seat, okay? So in the final battle, Godzilla's taking out the other ship. They use the thing. They get the plan to work where they sink him, and he comes back up. He's all weakened. My man Kamikaze, with the chance to redeem himself, flies the plane right into Godzilla's mouth. Boom, blows him up. He's weakened from being deep in the pressure. So boom. He falls apart. Godzilla's dead. His whole body falls apart, right? And then at the last second, you see, look, parachute. Yeah, what? Kamikaze guy ejected. And then you cut back to the scene of the dude that hated him from the original island. He's like, look, there's an ejector button right there. You just go ahead and hit that before you crash. You good to go. Okay, all right. Peace. That's basically the end of the movie. Godzilla dies, but hold up. Here's the kicker. Here's what sent me. Here's what sent me to the Twilight Zone with this movie. Kamikaze dude uh, gets back to shore, and his neighbor lady who'd been taking care of the baby because he was like, I'm about to go die. He had left a note and some money for the baby. I'm about to go off and die. Please take care of the baby because the mom is dead. I'm done with it. I'm gonna go kill Godzilla. I'm not gonna survive this. Take care of the baby. Meanwhile, the neighbor lady gets a letter saying what? So she shows up to the pier. She gives the letter to Kamikaze dude. He's like, what? He goes to the hospital. His girl is alive. She got her arm off. She's got her head all bandaged up, her arm in a sling. I was like, wait a minute. How you survive a nuclear blast? You know what? I'm gonna let it live because I'm happy for him. My man deserved to win. I'm not even gonna ask the questions. She shouldn't be alive, but she is, and I'm gonna take the win because he deserved it. So then she comes together, they hug, but when he hugs her, you see some like black virus spreading on her neck. And then it cuts to a scene of the little molecule chunk left of Godzilla, and it starts to regenerate, and he's coming back, baby. Godzilla +1, I don't know. It was crazy. The movie was awesome. It was awesome. The visual effects, awesome. Okay, this movie was awesome. $12 million budget. What? Marvel, y'all better step y'all game up. Like, for real. They did this on $12 million budget. Come on, man. Y'all gotta do better than that. Y'all gotta do better. This movie was awesome. That's my review, okay? This movie was awesome. It did not disappoint. Foreign films been winning lately, man. Foreign films been winning. All right, man, I'm going to wrap this up. You know how we do. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Click those notifications so you know when we upload. Check out the travel vlogs, man. Sweatbox Travel. We so official. We out here doing it major. So much stuff going down. There's especially, we got cruise deals going on right now. If you want to take a cruise, holla at me. Until next time, you know how we do. Peace. 100, y'all.